what are the dangers of unfruitfulness? Number one, separation from Christ. John 15 verse 2 and 6. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he said, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it might bring forth more fruit. So if you are not fruitful, you'll be cut off. That's why some of you, a point came, you no longer had God. It looks as if God has become alien. He traveled. You are on your way of separation because you are not being fruitful. The only ones he prunes are the ones who are fruitful. So he draws them closer, shapes them so that they will produce more fruit. First danger of unfruitfulness is the risk of separation. This is Jesus talking. Number two, judgment and destruction. Matthew 3 verse 10. The axe is already at the root of the tree. Every tree that does not produce good fruit will be cut down and thrown into the fire. So if you are not fruitful, there is danger of judgment. I told you already. The Bible says we will appear before the judgment seat of Christ to receive condemnation or commendation. 2 Corinthians 5:10. Third danger of unfruitfulness is perpetual barrenness. Peter said, 2 Peter 5, 2 Peter 1 verse 5 to 8. He said, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, to virtue knowledge. Go to the next verse. And to knowledge temperance, temperance patience, and to patience goodliness. Next verse, godliness. And to godliness brotherly kindness, to brotherly kindness charity. Verse 8. It says, for if these things be in you and abound, they make you that you shall neither be barren nor unfruitful. So a man who does not diligently grow, he becomes barren. A point comes when even if he tries, nothing comes out. Because his seasons have passed. And then he's wondering, why? You don't plant in dry season. You plant in rainy season so that you harvest in dry season. So you must pay the price to begin to add what you need to add to become fruitful so that you are not barren. Fourth danger of unfruitfulness is the loss of purpose. Many fruitless people lose out in destiny and in purpose. Ephesians 2:10 already captures that we were created unto good works. That means if we are not fruitful, our creation, the purpose of our creation will be defeated. And when the purpose of our creation is defeated, we are not relevant to God. Look at the fig tree. Matthew 21:19 and Mark 11 from verse 20 to 22. Jesus saw a fig tree. The leaves were very blossomed. He went to find fig. None was there. And they said, no man shall eat of you. The tree dried up from its root the next day. If you are not fruitful, you will lose purpose. There are many who had great apostolic calling. Today, they are taxi drivers trying to eat food. There are many who had callings to be leaders of nations. Today, they are in the beer parlor drinking. You find some people, see, some of the people you see in beer parlors who are wasting away in parks, smoking and fighting, they are the best doctors on earth. They are the best leaders on earth. They are the best ministers. But in the seasons where they should deploy themselves to grow and be fruitful, they wasted it. And so a point came, the weight of destiny was lifted. And so the only thing they could do to silence the emptiness and the void of their soul is to turn to smoking and alcoholism. If you are not fruitful, you can lose your purpose. The fifth danger of fruitlessness is stagnation and stumbling. 2 Peter 1:10. Therefore, brothers and sisters, make every effort. It says, giving all diligence to make your calling and election sure. It says, for if you do these things, you shall not fall. That means if you don't do it, you will fall. So when you find people at one spot, it's because they didn't give all diligence to be fruitful. You become stagnant in one location. And you'll be there begging God, have mercy, as though he's a wicked God. It's because you refused to be fruitful. Dangers of being unfruitful. Hebrews 6, 7-8. Stagnation. Stumbling. For the earth which drinketh in the rain that cometh oft upon it, and bringeth forth herbs, meat for them by whom it is dressed, receiveth blessing from God. Any land that is watered by rain and produces, so that those who plant eat, he said that land is blessed of God. Next verse. He said, but that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burnt. Even the earth. You can't receive rain and not produce anything. He said if you produce, you'll be blessed. If you don't, you'll be cursed. The reason many people are stagnant is because they are not fruitful. If you don't want to be stagnant, if you don't want to stumble and fall, pay the price. Listen, don't follow people going nowhere. Every day they are watching movies. Every day they are watching football. Every day they are going from one place to another. Once in a while do it. We all do it from time to time. But it shouldn't become your major preoccupation. Invest in yourself so that your life will produce something. Because if you don't, a season will come when you'll be written off. And if you are written off, you become stagnant. The Bible said, because they did not retain God in their knowledge. It said he gave them to a reprobate mind where anything goes. There's a level you get to God, hands off. Bitter, but true. Unless mercy speaks. Sixth dimension or sixth danger of being unfruitful is loss of eternal reward. If you are not fruitful, you will have no reward. 1 Corinthians 4:5. Judge nothing before its time. It says, wait until Christ manifests, who will judge the counsels of the heart, and then we shall receive praise of him. He will judge. He will judge. In 1 Corinthians 13, verse 13-15, it says, each man's work will become manifest, for the day will disclose it, because it will be revealed by fire. So God is coming to reward, but the reward of God is for the fruitful. In Matthew 25, from verse 24-30, the story of the talents. 5 talents, 2 talents, 1 talent. The one with 5 talents multiplied it. The master gave him 10 cities. The one with 2 talents multiplied it. The master gave him 4 cities. The one with 1 talent did nothing. He hid it and wanted to accuse the master. And the master said, you are a wicked servant. Even if you don't know what to do with it, you should have put it in the bank, so that interest will come out of it. He said they should take what he has and give to the one that had 10. And people started complaining. The guy with 10 already has too much. And the master said, him that has and wants to have more, more shall be given him. He said, but him that has not, even the little that he has, he that has not and chooses not to have, he said, even the little that he has will be taken from him and given to the one that has more and wants to have much more. And that servant was cast to outer darkness. You will not have reward if you are not fruitful. Number 8, you will not be pleasing to God. You find people who are pleasing to God, they are fruitful. From NIV, Hebrews 12, verse 5-6. My son, do not make light of the Lord's discipline, and do not lose heart when he rebukes you, because the Lord disciplines the one that he loves and chastens everyone he accepts. Why does God do this? John 15:2-3. The branch that produces 3 fruits, the Father prunes. So when God is shaping you, correcting you, it's because his heart is towards you, and it's because you are relevant in his kingdom. So men who please God are men who produce divine results. God has expectation on all our lives. And so if we fulfill that expectation, he's pleased. That's why the Bible says to walk in our calling unto all pleasing. So you can't please him if you are not fruitful. And finally, you will be useless in God's eternal agenda if you are not fruitful. That's why he said the branch that does not produce is cast into the fire. So unfruitful people are useless to God. He may love them as a father, but they are useless to his agenda. Listen, if you need to put your life under pressure for something to come out, put it now. If you slumber your life away, when you are old, you will regret it. We just came back from Lagos yesterday, from the 70th birthday. I came in when they were rounding up. But when I saw what was happening there, I said, truly, it pays not just to serve God, but to serve him impactfully. Lives touched, nations touched for over 45 years. And you hear all kinds of testimonies. From miracle-based testimonies, to transformation-based testimonies, to empowerment-based testimonies. One man. Presidents of nations gathered. Preachers of all ranks across the body gathered. All testifying of how one life impacted them. That's a beautiful way to be 70. Kenneth Hagin, Reinhard Bonnke, was 71 when he died. And they had won 71 million souls. That means every 1 year was equivalent to 1 million souls in the kingdom. That's how to be 71. 71 is not just about birthday. It's about impact. You have been on earth long enough for your works to show. If it doesn't show on earth, how will it show in heaven? We must pay the price to be fruitful. Now, I prophesy over someone. You will not be barren all the days of your life. The power for fruitfulness, it rests upon you now. In the name of Jesus Christ.